Hey guys, I'm Azra, and in this Lord of the Rings Rise to War video I wanted to cover a topic that just recently happened. We had a big nerf considering one of our T1 commanders being Haldir. On 4th January 2023, he was nerfed big times, and I'm talking about this Respect 10 item. But first, let me read out what this text states. Dear Tacticians, an issue where the condition of the effect Warden of the Forest of the March Warden outfit didn't take effect properly was fixed on January 4th. Here is a gift for you as a compensation. So you are receiving 2 Elven Craftsman's Hammer. So this actually is a good thing. It is a good step into the right direction from the game devs, but that isn't enough. Let's get into it. So this is Haldir's Respect 10 item. And let's read what it does. Warden of the Forest. Elves units gain initiative and defense +5 when battling on wood lands. So when you read this out, the first thing that comes to your mind is, alright, whenever you are standing on woodland, that is a situation that triggers that your elven units receive initiative and +5 defense. This is how everybody would understand the sentence after reading. But for the longest time, up until now, up until the 4th January, we all knew that this didn't work like it stated would. Instead, you always received initiative. It wasn't bound to the woodland. You always had initiative. But whenever you stood on woodland, you would additionally receive the plus defense effect on top of it. So after the patch, we no longer receive initiative, only when standing on woodland. It isn't universal anymore. And this is a big nerf for Haldir, because he was depending a lot on getting the first strike with initiative. And right now, I just don't know how Haldir is doing in PvP. Before the nerf, I considered him S tier, but right now, we have to see where he stands. So here we are in the tier list pre-nerf. I considered Haldir among the best commanders in the game for good side. But after that nerf, I don't know where he stands anymore. But it certainly feels like he is maybe somewhere between Faramir and Eowyn. I'm not quite sure, but I don't think he is an OP tier anymore. Maybe he can stay there if you provide him a very specific item. If you somehow cover initiative with, let's say, Blitz, the Fiddle of the Eldest has Blitz, you will have initiative for the first 4 rounds, not just only for your army, but also for Haldir himself. But it is very hard to get, and even if you receive Fiddle of the Eldest with Blitz, you need to at least 2 times refine it to get a 50% chance to gain initiative in the first 4 rounds. And it is even harder to get a Fiddle of the Eldest with Blitz, at least 2-star refine it, than to get his Respect 10 item with the initiative pre-nerf. And this is what is bugging me. If the game devs make a big change like this, they somehow need to make it up to us. And to give us 2 hammers to kinda undo the mistakes they have done with us is a good way, but that is not enough. Many people just like me, up until this point, have invested lots of Respect items into Haldir. Like, look at this. Because I knew that Haldir's initiative effect was so good and put him on OP tier, I invested into Haldir all the way up to Respect 15. But this isn't up to date anymore. And I wish that the game devs somehow implement a system that give us a way of refunding these Respect items. Because this item, this initiative effect, isn't reliable anymore. Nobody who is PvPing will fight on woodland. Like PvP, when you fight against smart people after the patch will know, aha, Haldir has an advantage whenever fighting on woodland. You know what? I won't encounter him on woodland. So this is something you may use when you are defending, but you can't use it aggressively. And I don't like the situation in a buff. It is making it obsolete if you ask me. But long story short, 2 things need to be done. The first thing is already done. They gave us the hammer to undo this mistake. Now we can just get all of the items out of the March Warden outfit if you have further invested into it. That is the first step. The second step that needs to happen is give us a way of retrieving all the respect we have put into Haldir, because right now He isn't the Haldir as we remember him. He has changed, and I didn't invest into this change. Now, let me give you a little metaphor. Imagine you are going into a restaurant, and in that restaurant you are ordering a juicy steak. And then you eat your steak, you are happy with it, but then a day comes, the 4th of January 2023, the waitress comes to your place, they take away your steak, and instead they give you a salad. Now, the steak had initiative on it before, but now the steak has become a salad with initiatives that only procs on salad land. So this is my little rant about this. I think we need those two changes being applied immediately. One already happened with the hammer, but the second one, we need a refund for the respect items spent into Haldir. I think it is very urgent. The game devs need to show us that they care. But further than that, let's see what's happening. Like, I am watching the game devs now. I'm curious what they plan with us being so disappointed with our Haldir investment. And that being said, guys, there is nothing more we can do than shouting in a big voice, reaching out, make a big ruckus, let the game devs know that we aren't happy with the changes that have been applied. And that being said, guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by leaving a like, consider subscribing. It is helping the channel a lot by breaking through the YouTube algorithm. And that being said, I see you guys next time.